We need to have a discussion here. You keep comparing every superhero thing ever to Invincible. Invincible is
these shows are coming out at the same time.
But they're very different.
They're superhero shows.
Yeah, but Invincible is in its own lane.
They're in the same general genre of superhero shows. I can compare them. I'm not comparing this to Game of Thrones.
Comments, let us know.
This isn't The Office.
Right. True.
So, Drew, there's been a lot of things on my bingo card for 2026.
Okay.
Watch The Odyssey.
Yeah.
Get married.
Get married.
Graduate. College.
You got a big year, honestly.
Those are just some things that are on the bingo card.
Right.
Okay.
They're on the bingo card.
Watching Wilson Fisk in a boxing match was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, it was probably valid.
It wasn't the free space. It wasn't even on someone else's bingo card.
It wasn't even on the radar.
I'm not sure who had this on their bingo card.
Yeah, if you had this like January 1st, that's wild.
But I mean, we watched it.
You watched it.
Welcome back to Stole My Line, a Fireside film podcast and TV podcast, I guess.
Yeah, we've crossed the line at this point. We're to both and.
I'm Grant.
I'm Drew.
And we're talking about Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which is sort of Daredevil Season 5. This is episode 4.
Yep.
And the whole kind of focal point of this episode is the Fisk fight, which you've seen in all the trailers and was promoted this week and everything. So we're not spoiling that this happens if you've seen the show. This fight happens. So we are going to talk about spoilers, but before we do, Drew, what did you think about this episode?
I thought it was very good, honestly. I think I'm higher than you overall on Daredevil Born Again.
On the show, yeah.
On the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this episode was very good. I think we established some stakes for the antagonist and the protagonist.
Yeah, I would agree.
And we got more of, what's his name, Benjamin Poindexter, who's just Bullseye.
Yeah, that's a cool name.
Who I like as
I like him
an
too.
anti-hero, I guess he's kind of now.
He's kind of what I think people think Daredevil is.
Yeah, I don't hate it, except that he kills people.
Before I knew what Daredevil was, that's kind of what I thought Daredevil was. That's what I'm saying. I could be wrong, but yeah, this episode was good. I probably have liked this one out of all the episodes I've seen this season. There's still some quirks.
There are some quirks,
and I want to dive into at some point.
Yep.
What do we still feel like is off about the show? Because if you haven't seen our recent episodes on Daredevil Born Again Season 2, we've kind of been discussing something.
There are some things.
Something feels weird and off here.
Yeah.
It's not right. What is it? But before we do any of that, and before we talk about spoilers, I have an analogy.
Another analogy.
So if you listen to our last episode, I said this. When Taylor Swift swears in music, you kind of get this feeling of like, oh, she can do that. But she doesn't sound cool swearing. I don't listen to Taylor Swift cuss. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, you're cool, Taylor.
You listen to some people cuss, you're like, yeah, they talk like that. That's their lingo. Not Taylor Swift. When Daredevil is in the MCU, like Kevin Feige MCU, that's the same kind of vibe I get. Yeah, can you do it? Sure. Can you be this violent? Can you swear? Drop F-bombs everywhere? Sure. It kind of feels weird. Doesn't really fit. And you see, that was the analogy. And people liked that analogy.
People liked it.
And honestly, I did too. So I was thinking, what's an analogy for this episode? And I thought about the Fisk fight, and thinking about the Fisk fight. How much Morgan Wallen have you listened to?
Enough.
Okay, but you've heard.
I've heard of Morgan Wallen.
You ever listen to a Morgan Wallen album? And there's just that one random track that's like a rap song.
Okay, yeah.
It's just kind of how it feels watching a Rocky fight in Daredevil.
Yeah.
It's not that it doesn't fully fit the vibe.
Right.
But it's just a little bit of a genre change.
Right. Just a little bit of a switch up.
And you're kind of that's not really what I signed up for.
Right.
When I clicked on this country album, was it Tate McRae?
The Tate McRae and Morgan Wallen song?
Yeah, okay. That's not rap, but that's
it's like pop.
Pop rap, whatever you want to say. I'm not a music guy as much as I am a film guy, but you know the vibe. I wanted a country ballad, and this is what we got.
Right.
It's kind of how I feel I thought we were getting kind of the gritty. I mean, and we still got that this episode, but
I will say this episode was way less Daredevil centric,
which I think was good.
This show is called Daredevil.
Okay, but we watch Invincible and their whole episodes without Mark in it.
Okay, look, we need to have a discussion here. You keep comparing every superhero thing ever to Invincible. Invincible is
these shows are coming out at the same time.
But they're very different.
They're superhero shows.
Yeah, but Invincible is in its own lane.
They're in the same general genre of superhero shows. I can compare them. I'm not comparing this to Game of Thrones.
Comments, let us know.
This isn't The Office.
Right. True.
Okay.
All
Anyway.
Back to the topic.
That was my analogy. That's how I felt. It's not as crazy. It's not as cool as my last analogy, I'll say. But that's what I came up with for this episode. So let me know your thoughts.
I think I disagree with this one a little more than
My analogy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
I don't think
it might have been a bit of a reach.
I don't think it felt I mean, it is a pivot. I agree.
It wasn't jarring.
Yeah, I don't think it's jarring.
Okay.
I like the pivot.
Okay.
But I also like the Morgan Wallen and Tate McRae songs. So
maybe it's a good analogy then.
I don't know.
Maybe it's good. That song is freaking catchy.
It is catchy.
I'm going to have that song in my head all night now.
But yeah, I mean, I would say Daredevil's probably in this episode for like 5 minutes.
It's a good 5 minutes.
It's a good 5 minutes.
No, I think I enjoyed... Here's the thing about this show. Is that there's a lot going on. And a lot of side characters.
True.
Some of these side characters I do not care about spending any time with.
Right.
But I liked that we got a little bit more with Fisk.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially the end of the episode, which we're about to dive into spoilers. But I liked that part of it. There were some times that we cut to a side character that I didn't care about, but I like Bullseye.
Well, I think the side characters felt more integrated in this episode as opposed to the last one, where it's like...
Yeah, it wasn't as much whiplash.
Buck, who's the security guy, like with Fisk in a big moment.
Yeah.
And then you have BB Urich and the social media guy who I don't remember his name.
And they're at the fight.
Yeah, and they're at the fight. So it's like, it felt more
like this
connected.
This is a cast for this show instead of like, here's a bunch of stuff going on.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely felt that this was more integrated. This episode felt more seamless.
I agree.
Again, I was more invested in this episode, and I liked this episode better.
Yeah.
So, be that as it may.
All right, should we get into spoilers?
Yeah, let's do it. We can talk about spoilers for this episode. If you haven't seen this episode, you probably have if you're here, but we're going to talk about spoilers. I don't know, the big thing is that Fisk's wife dies, and I cannot remember her name off the top. Vanessa. I'm sorry. I should have known that.
Vanessa Fisk.
It's been a long day. Vanessa. She is probably dead.
I hope. Look, if they don't kill her off,
I'm going to put my money on that she's dead.
I hope so. If she has some resurrection moment, I might be out of this show.
You know what I thought? I had a moment when the fight was happening. I was like, and I was getting a little bit of Rocky, vibes. I was like, "Is this about to Apollo Creed? Is he about to die in the ring?"
I kind of thought
that would have been a crazy.
That would have been wild, yeah.
And like, it would have kind of sucked to take him out of the show, halfway through the season. But also, it would have been a bold move, and I was kind of like hoping it happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so glad it didn't, but like...
My first thought is that Fisk was going to kill the guy.
Oh, yeah. Like, I did think that, too, when he started to kind of...
The moment he took the punch, he was, like, going to snap back into, like, Kingpin.
I thought that's what was going to happen.
And murk the guy in front of everyone, and, like, that would be the kind of the turning point. Be like...
A little bit of the S.H.I.E.L.D. moment from Falcon and Winter Soldier, like...
Yeah.
That would have been crazy. I mean, what we got, I think, still, obviously, with Vanessa dying...
Yeah, I think it's good.
Is a result that I was happy with.
Yep,
so.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of other stuff happened in this episode, but that really feels like the thing I'm going to remember.
Yeah, for sure.
And the thing that really matters. So, I don't know what else happened in this episode that you want to dive into at all.
I think there was a lot of action. I mean, did you like the coffee shop fight in the beginning?
I was fine with it.
Yeah.
I like Bullseye again. I thought... I guess I didn't fully grasp what all of his powers were, that like he just like is really good at throwing knives.
Really good at throwing things.
And then the whole fight is like he's just really good at throwing stuff. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
No, it was cool. Yeah, it was good. It was kind of funny when he like killed somebody with a lobster claw, but
yeah.
You know.
I wish, and like I don't know. I think I want more character from Bullseye.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like he's very... I mean, he's like, I'm good now, guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but why? Like, what? I don't know. He feels very undercooked as a character.
He does. No, we got more time with him.
Yeah, we did. It's true.
And so he's less undercooked. He's
less
more
undercooked.
cooked. But...
I mean, he's like,
no,
I killed Foggy, which was bad, so therefore I want to kill Fisk to make it good.
Right.
And I'm like, that's serviceable, I guess.
It's not super realistic.
It's not great, yeah.
But, I mean, it's something. He's an interesting character. He's an interesting player, so I'm not going to hate on him.
His action scenes are sick.
Action scenes are pretty cool. And that's the thing about the show. The action scenes are still great.
Right.
So, very, very good stuff. Very interesting. Man, this is a little bit of a switching of gears, but I liked the moment when we got Matt back in the church. And
Yeah, I did too.
That was like a cool...
I agree.
Like, oh, this is a little bit what that show felt like on Netflix. You know?
mean, I think two things. Your comment in the last episode of like, we need Lawyer Matt back, I am agreeing with more and more.
I still want Lawyer
as
Matt
we
back.
watch.
It's going to give the show kind of what it needs, in my opinion.
But also, I think we need Matt and Murdock back in general.
Yeah.
I think the show has been lacking. Like, we've had a couple scenes with Karen as they're in their little bunker.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think we need... I mean, Matt Murdock is such a force for good in his own right. And, like, I don't know. Daredevil is his own thing. But, like, Matt is a staunch Catholic and just, like, staunch fighter for justice. And I'm like...
Yeah.
That just hasn't been in the show.
I'm about to give a crazy take.
Okay.
I'm talking about this season.
Okay.
Kind of in its own capsule.
Right.
But the cameo scene from No Way Home felt more like the overall vibe of Daredevil / Matt Murdock than this season of the show has felt.
I don't think that's crazy. No, that's terrible. That's terrible.
What do you mean? Like, that was like the essence of Matt Murdock.
He was in it for 30 seconds.
And it was the essence of Matt.
No.
Okay.
You cannot say that.
It's a reach. It's a reach. But we haven't gotten the real full Daredevil that I think...
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like that we need. You know? I think it's that Lawyer Matt is missing.
Yeah, I think... Honestly, I think more than any other... Well, I don't know if I agree with this coming out of my mouth, but I think Matt Murdock needs...
His alter ego?
His alter ego. The duality is very important to the character, and the duality has been missing.
I would say it's probably less important than, like, Bruce Wayne and Batman. So, like, I don't think it's...
I don't think it's the most important, but,
no,
like,
yeah,
I
but
would say
it is important.
I'd
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else on this episode you want to dive into before we kind of just do a little bit of a under the hood of what's the issue with this show?
I have heard...
Okay.
In the rumblings of the internet. Now,
there's always rumblings.
I don't know. This is from people who have seen the whole show.
Okay.
And they were sent the show early by Disney. So, like, I don't know how much bias that gives you as a content creator, but
sure.
I digress. They have said that after this episode, there's like a huge pivot, and the show turns it up to like 11 in the next 4. And I was like, oh, that's just like, I don't know how I feel about that. But now that Vanessa's dead,
it does feel a little bit more
it feels like we could go in a direction that is significantly more interesting.
See, here's the vibe I've gotten with this show.
Okay.
You know when have you ever been on Instagram and you're in a comment section?
Right.
And you see the meme of like SpongeBob going on the tiny roller coaster?
Yeah.
It's kind of how it feels sometimes with this show.
You're like, oh wait, that's interesting, but it's like a little hill.
Like that's like what people. The show gets really crazy. Like that's how it kind of feels to me.
But the show has so much potential.
Oh, that's the thing. That's the
like,
wasted potential here is what's a killer.
Is killer. Yeah, I agree.
No, I think that's a little harsh too. Like this show has good moments. But
it's good. I'm still enjoying myself.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I will have to see it to believe it on this show turning it up to 11 on just like being a good show.
Yeah, I agree.
But I will see it.
Yep.
I will watch the rest of the show.
Will he believe it? That's the question.
Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't.
Should.
Found out that only about 30% of the people that watch our videos are subscribed, which I'm not going to be that guy. Like, if you're here, thank you for being here.
For real.
But like, while you're here, if you hit the subscribe button, it's not going to hurt.
It's true.
It's literally only going to help.
Make that button gray.
Yeah, if you want to like, that's even better.
Maybe comment. What are your thoughts on Daredevil?
That'd be great. Even hit the bell if you're like really feeling kind of risky. We're coming out with more videos, so
It's true.
You can keep watching us.
We're nothing if not consistent. Let's be real.
If you're on audio platform right now, just follow us. That's pretty easy too. So,
all right, should we dive under the hood?
Yeah, okay. Under the hood with Daredevil Born Again.
You have been more down on the show than I have.
I have, yeah.
What are your biggest gripes?
This show feels less focused. I think that's like my takeaway from this episode.
Okay. You said this episode felt more focused.
No, okay, well, hold up.
Okay, I'm holding.
It's like a compass pointing north. Now I know where every other direction is. Like, yeah, this episode was more focused, but like as a whole, the show does not feel as focused as this episode did.
Yeah, I agree.
And it accents it more. There's so many side characters that I care very little for. And like you said, Daredevil's not really in this episode much. Like, I know we might start honing in on Matt, Karen, and Fisk. I want to hone in on them. The show was, in my opinion, better when it was a little smaller, a little more down to earth. We still got some crazy stuff going on. Like, martial law is still intact. That's crazy. Like, I think the show needs to kind of bring itself back down a little bit. And I think that just paired with stuff still a little Disney-ified. Like, still feels a little bit like the MCU trying to be gritty.
Yeah.
And that I can't quantify what the one thing is there.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
But like that's what's the issue for me. Like, give me less side characters, give me less fluff, give me more Daredevil, Fisk, Karen. Give me court drama. Like, give me that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think like you look back to season 2 with like the Punisher case. It's like that was so integrated in itself, and what I mean by that of like Matt Murdock and Daredevil and Karen all had roles to play.
Yeah.
And now it's like Karen's low-key a plot device.
Yeah, she is a side character in
and honestly,
the biggest way.
This episode specifically, Daredevil felt like a plot device of like, oh, he's going to bust down the door at the last second.
Yeah, a little bit of Deus Ex Machina in there.
And save Fisk again.
Yeah.
Which already happened in the first season.
Yeah, we saw that last season.
So it's like, I don't know. I think I sound more negative right now than I actually am. I like this episode. I like this show.
We're allowed to be critical.
Daredevil is like one of my favorite superheroes.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
fair.
But I think this show is still kind of
I think the MCU has a tendency to be obsessed with its own world, which is fine. Like, you are a huge cinematic universe, but like, let's chill out for a little bit and just focus on these characters. I think that's where I'm at a little bit with this.
I don't even hate this take from you.
No, like if you... Okay, wow. Rare Drew liking my take on superhero stuff. But the MCU is kind of obsessed with its own world building and all this. I'm like...
Or like setting up the next thing.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Or like bringing in all these characters and branches.
Yeah.
I think it got a little bit of that high from... Even looking back on Winter Soldier... And like,
This is the best superhero take you've ever had.
This is crazy.
I'm
so excited that you're into this. But like, Winter Soldier was so obsessed with its own world building with S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra and all this stuff, and it was great. Like, I'm not saying that it can't be done
right.
well. But then they kind of saw that.
But also, it was contained within Winter Soldier.
Oh, totally. Like,
yeah.
And this kind of feels like it's trying to do the same thing with like the law and the government, and like Marvel's kind of always been grasping at that ever since. Like, I mean, you can look at other Marvel projects since Winter Soldier that have also tried to do the same thing. So, I don't know. I think that Marvel needs to chill out with its own self-obsession and just be obsessed with telling good stories with the characters right now. And, like, yes, incorporate the world, but only when needed. Like, don't do it because you want it to be part of the MCU. That was
beautiful. That was a beautiful speech.
Mic drop.
Wow, I want to give you a standing ovation.
Please don't. I don't know. I could be wrong. Some people might hate that take, but
no, I think that's phenomenal. I think that for me is what the show is lacking. When the reason I love Daredevil, Spider-Man, Batman is because they have potential to be so character driven and so just like Bruce Wayne, Peter Parker, Matt Murdock centric.
Yeah. And
this show currently is not.
Well, and I think too, Marvel, it's kind of like what you said, like it's always building towards something.
Yeah.
I think Marvel wants to, even if it's like a subconscious thing, they want to have every superhero, like they want to have the ability to yank them into an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Because they are so connected to characters X, Y, Z, whatever. Like, they can pull them into whatever movie they want to, whatever project they want to on a whim, if they really feel like the audience is connecting and the money's there. Like, that's what I feel like. I get this feeling with the show of, like, if in, a few months they want to yank Daredevil into Spider-Man, which I guess they already sort of did, but, like, into Brand New Day, they kind of could with how involved the character is in the universe.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, in the early Netflix seasons, it kind of just felt like MCU is the backdrop, and big time just the backdrop. Like, we're just in New York. Like,
yeah,
Fisk is the kingpin, and, like, that's our setting,
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I agree.
Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. You're usually the one with the superhero takes. So
I know. No, I think I agree with basically everything you said. I think the potential for crossover shouldn't be, like, shut off completely. But
no, I agree.
It shouldn't be the expectation, nor should it be like we're always going to build toward Spider-Man and Daredevil.
The Daredevil
whatever.
crossovers were like Jessica Jones.
Right.
Like they were the smaller superheroes that crossed over and kind of became their own thing. And now it's like, oh yeah, if Daredevil was in Avengers Doomsday, like, it could happen. I don't know if
I wouldn't even hate if Spider-Man showed up here. That's not
no,
gonna happen.
No, I would love the new Spider-Man, like, I guess the revamped Spider-Man that we have in the MCU to show up in this context. It could be cool.
But we need character reasons, not monetary reasons from a studio perspective, or just like the Leo DiCaprio meme. Like, that shouldn't be our goal.
Yes, I agree.
Okay,
guys, we just fixed the MCU.
Yeah, we did actually.
Kevin Feige
is
we're coming for your seat.
One of our number one fans, actually. So
he'll be on the podcast next week. Maybe no, never, never. That's never
not
gonna
next
happen.
week.
No, I know.
Would we have Kevin Feige on?
If Kevin Feige called us up,
I'd be down.
Of course, we would talk to Kevin Feige. That'd be a great conversation.
Yeah.
Listen, we're allowed to be critical of media, but still love the fact that media is being made, and also love the people that make it.
And again, I like this show.
Kevin Feige has had overall in his span of running the MCU more hits than misses. So
I agree.
Recently,
and I think what he has done changed the industry completely.
For better or for worse,
100%.
Time will tell.
Yeah, I agree.
But it comes in waves. It's not going to be like this forever. So it's been a great year for cinema.
For real.
Speaking of cinema, we have a bunch of movie reviews that have come out, especially for Project Hail Mary and the drama and Hoppers and Mario Galaxy and a bunch of stuff.
Michael coming out.
Michael, which there's some stuff on that movie, but we'll dive into that once we see it.
It's true.
Some pretty crazy behind the scenes stuff that is interesting.
Backrooms soon-ish.
Backrooms soon-ish. Devil Wears Prada 2, which I can tell you my fiance is literally over the moon about and so excited. Literally so excited.
Yeah.
We have Star Wars Marathon, Mandalorian and Grogu.
We do.
We might try to get this mall show worked into the mix here. We got a lot of...
The what?
The new Darth Maul show.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to try to get that maybe in the mix in some capacity, even if it's just an end-of-season recap thing. Yeah. We got a lot of stuff we're recording right now, and we do this part-time. So we're going to figure that out, but we also have Invincible coming out, and that's the thing right now.
That is the thing.
So
I am so excited for this next episode.
What is it, episode 6 is the next episode?
Yes, because 4 was a dud. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. We have our episode 6 review coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. I've heard rumor that Mark is not in this next episode. So
what? That would...
I've heard it's a Thrag backstory. I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I spoiled stuff, but I don't know. This
Robert
is just
Kirkman, I am buckled in.
So we're gonna review that. We've kind of been on this for a while, but thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna try to come up with a new analogy for next week.
Yeah, this will be our Daredevil thing.
And Drew will come up with something. maybe
I'll show up.
Maybe we'll switch. I'll come up with all the actor names, and you come up with an analogy. We'll see. But that's it from us. Please go take a break
and enjoy a film
or show.